All right, my friends, welcome to my channel. My name is John, and I want to talk to you about this new guitar that I got. It's made by Tagima, a TG530. All right, so a quick backstory on this guitar and why I ended up getting it. I was pretty inspired by the guys over at Worship Tutorials, Brian and Bradford, and they ended up taking a Squier Classic Vibe 60s Strat, and it's like a $400 guitar, so you can call it budget guitar. And they took it, they set it up, they polished the frets and fixed anything going on there, and then they put a bunch of upgrades into it. And I was pretty inspired by it because they said that it feels like a boutique guitar, something that can hang with the bunch of guitars that they have, like the Sirs and the Sheltons. And I was very curious if I could get a guitar playing like that because I own a Sir and a PRS and I love those, and I'm seeing if I could get something budget friendly to play like that. So this one out the door was about $200, give or take, and it's pretty good. When I got it, felt the neck, and the neck shape is a nice C shape, something you would expect on a Strat style guitar, and the taper is pretty even up and down the neck. Something pretty cool about it, if the camera will pick it up, is it's got a little bit of flame to the back, but it doesn't go all the way up and down, but it's still pretty cool. And gloss finish on the back. Maybe at some point it'll be sanded down to play a little bit faster, kind of like a satin finish. Something that I was a little bummed about, but actually happy at the same time because I kind of wanted to learn how to do this on my own, was the frets. The frets were quite grimy and oxidized, so when you would bend the string, it felt like you were taking a bunch of material out of the frets, so it was just really rough. And also the fret ends were pretty sharp, so I ended up taking a piece of blue painter's tape and wrapped around my hand and kind of went like this, and it shredded the whole thing up. And we don't want that when we're playing our guitar. So first thing I did was I took some StewMac fret erasers and started from the lowest grit, which is 220, went all the way up to 8,000, all the way up and down the neck, and got them playing really nice and smooth all the way up and down. Then I took a StewMac fret dressing file and rounded off the edges of the frets and took off any burrs that needed to be taken off to make it feel comfortable. And I'll tell you, I can't feel it at all anymore, and it feels really comfortable to play. Even tried to use some of the fret erasers to round off the fingerboard just a little bit, but overall it's feeling pretty great. The setup on it was okay out of the box. The action was a little inconsistent, so had to adjust the saddles a little bit. Kept the tremolo decked to the body, but the nut, it was cut a little inconsistently and bending the high E. I think the B, I was getting some ping, and that's because it was cut a little too narrow, so had to open up the slots mainly on the higher strings, and then got the heights to, I would say, probably about 5 thousandths of an inch, so kind of where you want to have it so it's comfortable to play in the open position. But now the action feels great up and down, and bending the strings is really easy and it feels smooth. But yeah, I'm really digging this guitar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through some sound samples and just show you how this thing sounds. And I'm really loving playing this guitar. I'm a big John Mayer fan, so you're going to hear a bunch of clean John Mayer songs and samples, and you're going to hear some kind of lead and dirty rhythm tone stuff. So enjoy. So after hearing some of the sound samples, just let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Just from playing it, I played it through my Kemper on a John Mayer 2-rock amp profile made by Tone Junkie, and I'll make sure to post their link in the description below as well. But tried to get something pretty close to John Mayer tone because when we think of John Mayer, we think of a Strat. And playing through the profile and through the pickup positions, it it sounded good to me. I think the pickups could probably be swapped out at some point because they are ceramic, so it's just a little bit hotter than I like. And also, if you can see, the pull pieces are completely even all the way across, so they're not staggered to meet the specs of each string and like the radius. But overall, I felt like it sustained. I was able to hang on notes the way I wanted to. You could definitely tell in some of the pickup positions, like the bridge, it was a little ice picky for my taste, but I really dug the in between sounds, like this two position. It got that Vulture's clean tone. Um, they were a little bit noisy. You could probably hear it when kicked on a couple overdrives, but overall, I think it's a great alternative to some of the higher end strats out there, like the Fenders and the Surs and the Tom Andersons. But if you need a budget strat, take a look at the Tagima TG530. Thanks for watching.